iPhone 15 Pro Max tipped to launch with same display panel and main camera as 14 Pro Max. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is currently thought to be the world's first top-end Apple handset with a USB Type-C port. However, according to a new tip, that is one of its very few substantial hardware upgrades. The leak purports to debunk claims of a new main camera for the upcoming flagship smartphone. Then again, it might get more RAM than the 14 Pro Max. The iPhone 14 Pro Max successor has been touted to boast a new main rear camera among its hardware upgrades. However, according to the leaker Digital Chat Station, that is no longer the case, and the allegedly significantly improved Sony IMX903 will in fact appear in 2024's 16 Pro Max/Ultra instead. Similarly, according to another tipster, @tech_reve on Twitter, any major top-end iPhone display updates will also be deferred to the following year, leaving the supposed 15 Pro Max with the same M12 display of the 14 Pro Max. Accordingly, it may have to make do with its first-gen periscope zoom lens, not to mention a charging port that may even also have Thunderbolt. In addition, it may also be the world's first 8GB RAM iPhone, thus catching up to 2020 Android flagships with that much LPDDR5 memory. Finally, the 15 Pro Max is now once again touted to be able to hold an upgrade to an inaugural 3nm processor in the form of the A17 Bionic over anything else in its general price bracket, even new devices such as the Xiaomi 13 Ultra included. Apple rumored to have dropped Taptic buttons for iPhone 15 Pro. Over the last few months, there have been numerous leaks and rumors that Apple would adopt solid-state Taptic buttons for this year's iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max. However, two sources now report that Apple has removed this new functionality at short notice owing to compatibility issues. A few days ago, 9to5Mac shared several renders of the iPhone 15 Pro. Billed as being the most accurate yet, the renders showed Apple's alleged Taptic buttons, which would replace the current physical ones that Apple ships across its entire iPhone portfolio. However, plans appear to have changed during development, with analysts Jeff Pu and Ming-Chi Kuo now speaking of issues arising during engineering validation tests, EVT. Supposedly, technical problems have emerged that have caused Apple to shelve its Taptic button plans for the iPhone 15 Pro series. Instead, Apple is rumored to have returned to physical lock and volume buttons. However, it is unclear whether this will impact the mute switch, which Apple was also anticipated to replace with a more feature-rich button. As such, the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max are now expected to ship with one fewer change from their current iPhone 14 series counterparts. The pair should still arrive with updated chipsets and USB Type-C ports though, as well as noticeably thinner display bezels and a more curved design. Purportedly, Apple will look to introduce Taptic buttons in the iPhone 16 Pro series, which could be Apple's final Pro models with its dynamic island.